So in this lecture we will be talking couple of parts. So let's first talk about anonymity. So what is anonymity? So computer makes anonymity much more difficult and complicated. Before, computers and the internet simply blend in, making an effort, looks and act like everything else would be enough to stay under the radar of anyone who might be looking for you, whether they are the authorities, a bill collector, or a salesman. With computer, however, there are many different ways that you can be identified, so they all can be automated and there is no possibility of sneaking past of a napping security guard or distracted secretary. So first is IP address. So all devices that connect to the internet are identified by an IP address. So IP address are assigned by the ISP and given an IP address, and the ISP can identify the account and location of the system that being used. Web server, especially those providing services, set cookies containing identifying the information on your system when you access the service. Information about your system such as browser that you are using and your operation system that you installed, and that you install other fonts, plugins and other software that can all used for profiling your system. So that's all for anonymity. So let's now talk about what is Tor browser. So Tor, which is a short for the Onion router, is completely free open source browser that helps you to surf the internet anonymously. It erases your browser history automatically with every session and encrypts all your traffic. It also lets you access the dark web, the hidden and undexed websites on the internet which you cannot browse using normal Chrome or other browser. Because of its ability to let you access the world wide web freely, and some countries also block this server Tor browser. So originally this Tor browser was developed by the US Navy to enable anonymous online communication for military organization. So these days the Tor manually focused its attention on its browser and the development of a few privacy tools which will be talked later. Now how Tor works. So to aim to improve your online privacy and up to the point and security, the browser makes use of Tor's vast and worldwide server network to hide your IP and secure your connection. So when using Tor browser, your data goes through different Tor servers or nodes. The traffic is heavily encrypted, then slowly decoded and one layer at a time, and then it goes to different nodes. This means that whoever is trying to identify you based on your online traffic, that will just stumble on the last server of your data traffic that passed through, which is like exit nodes in here. So in other words, the Tor browser makes it impossible or at least very difficult to identify other users or Tor users for surfing the web anonymously. So using the Tor browser is better than any other normal web browser. The triple layer encryption comes with a disadvantage also. The Tor browser is generally much slower than your bare network connection because your online traffic is sent through different nodes and your internet connection will have to go the long way around, therefore it became much slower. So why use Tor? So there are many good reasons to use Tor. Many of these is like detailed on the Tor browser's website. So the two fundamental uses for Tor are to maintain privacy and to circumvent the censorship. So there are many good reasons to stay private, mostly to avoid unwanted attention to your interest, whether the attention manifests itself with endless advertisement targeted to you based on your Google searches, or to avoid attention from your network administrators monitoring traffic for forbidden content. Privacy is implied to the right to left alone. So given the amount of data that can be collected anytime when you connect to popular websites, it is reasonable to avoid leaking personal information using an anonymizing network like Tor that gives user control over what information is revealed through their web browsing. So if the remote server or network connectivity provider is not aware of the actual location of the organization of the user that browses anonymously, that server cannot tailor their replies based on that information. So there are many good cases for using Tor.